Yeah, everyone online, see what I wanted. I wanted Paula to cut into the cage and step up, and I think that would have been a much bigger fight for the UK.
Let's get it right. It would be Michael stepping
Paula.
up. It wouldn't be me stepping up. It would be him
Paula.
stepping up. When
You had
Michael
your
was
time to
fighting in
speak.
trousers for orange juice and sandwiches, I was getting paid the same person he's getting paid now.
Paula, you had your time to speak. Thank you. So, yes, a little bit disappointed, but, you know, the same thing's going to happen as last time. Last year, he was the main event. I don't think anybody can remember what that ever happened to him in that last fight. No one was talking about him in that last fight.
I lost against a champion. You never fought a champion, brother. You never fought a champion. You've been fighting guys that are coming out of retirement. I should have helped Cyborg into the cage for that fight. He should have had like a walking stick in his Zimmerman frame. And man's taking props off for that win.
Paula, calm down, man. I'm going to bust a vein in your forehead. What's wrong with you? Possibly. Jeez. But yeah, I'm going to be putting on a big show, the same way I did last year.
Yeah, definitely. They approached me for the fight, but like I said, I have to prioritize things. I think the Rory McDonald is a better fight for me right now. Like I said, when I was fighting in front of 10,000 people, getting paid the same purse as he's getting now, he was fighting for orange juice and sandwiches in his trousers. You know what I mean? So there's a certain journey that you have to make to get to the top of the hill. And in my opinion, I'm at the top of the hill right now.
He's put out memes, images. He put out a rap video this morning. What have you seen all of this, and what have you made of it?
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
No, all your brothers are telling you about it.
I haven't seen it. I don't pay attention to fools.
Sure you don't.
Okay.
I don't pay attention to fools. I'm investing on the stock market and buying houses. I'm not listening to this idiot.
Nah, you know what? I've always been different. I've always been a bit controversial. From the second I stepped into the cage, I always like to be. I don't just want to go on the mic and just say the same old things that every other fighter's doing. I like to be a bit more creative. So that's just me as a person. Yes, the fight's not happened, but I still go on.
The fight will happen. The fight will happen. It's just not going to happen now. The fight will happen, and both of us will get paid. And that's what I'm all about. When we get paid and when we get paid well, you're going to be just as happy as I am.
All right, my thing is, directly to you, yeah? My thing is, you could have come to me, you could have said that, we could have spoke about that, but you decided to do it behind my back. I thought we was actually all right. You go behind my back to actually go, oh yeah, and badmouth me. But you tried to badmouth me. Come on, you gotta behave yourself, man. Okay. So when you get it back like this, you can't complain. Okay. Feel me? All right. There's a reason that my antics are happening online. We both sat in this similar position where we're just sitting down. People have asked us the question before, and we've both, in the same manner, been like, if we fight, we fight. Because we're cool, it's not going to be something that we're not going to target each other. We're not going to act a certain way towards each other because we're cool. So I thought. So then when some people sending me stuff online about him talking about me in the manner that he did, I just found it disrespectful. So this is, like I said, it started up my antics. Like, if the fight happened, I thought it would be a good fight. And I understand where Paul's coming from in terms of, okay, we can be on a bigger paycheck and do it in a bigger way. And even still, I think the hype around what we've already caused is only going to make it that much bigger the next time we come and it actually happens. So, yeah, big things are going to happen. But I personally feel I've lost a lot of respect for him over this little back and forward that we had. So, yeah.
Last question, Paul. Was this fight just inevitable, you and MVP? Was it always going to happen?
Yeah, the fight will happen, like I say. And, I don't say anything about someone behind their back that I cannot say to their face. And I haven't been talking about MVP. Anything that I do have to say, I'll say to his face. I've got 2 girls.
So why didn't you?
I was going to say I got 2 girlfriends. And
so why didn't you?
I got 2 kids. Yeah, she sat right there. My wife sat right there. My words are getting mumbled up and shit. But anyway, I got 2 children. I ain't got time to be talking about MVP.
Say you ain't got time, but you did.
I ain't got time.
You ain't got time, but you did.
I ain't even got time for this now, Mike. Like, I'm fighting Rory McDonald. This will have its moment.
Yes, congratulations.
This will have its moment.
But
when you step up.
You're talking this, but you did. And again,
Mike,
in front of the cameras,
Mike,
you're not saying anything.
You're going to have your time. You will have your time.
But you did, so you can't talk
when
crap
you get
now.
what you asked for,
you can't
still
talk crap
smiling
now.
afterwards.
I don't care.
I don't
When we go out, we go at it. Fights happen all the time. I don't care. I'm saying. You
This
were
will have its
disrespectful.
time. This will have its time. And when it comes to promoting this fight, we'll do it properly.
Listen,
Right now,
I
I'm
know how to
talking about
promote
Rory
fights. Trust
McDonald.
me, I know how to promote fights.
Yeah, okay. Anyway. Next question.
From-
That is it, Mike. That is it, Gareth. That for everything you've just said there is the beef with me. It's because Michael wants what I've got, basically. He's what I call like an internet-based star. He's like a Justin Bieber.
Are you
You know what I
crazy?
mean? He's like a Justin Bieber.
Are you crazy?
He's not like a real
Paula,
star.
behave yourself, man.
You know
You're
what I
acting
mean?
out.
He's like
Paula,
a Justin Bieber.
behave yourself, man. You're acting out. Why would I want anything you have? Anything you have? Are you
What do
crazy?
you
My reputation
Oh,
comes
your
from years in the game.
I don't
Years in the
care.
game. Years
I don't
in the
care
game.
for your reputation.
Like I said, when
I don't
you
care for
probably
your
looked up to me.
reputation.
Used to watch
Bro,
me
I
on
didn't
Sky
watch
Sports.
you. I didn't
used to
watch
watch
you.
me on Sky
I didn't
Sports in
watch
front
you.
of 10,000
I
people.
did not watch you. Trust me, I didn't watch you. I found out about you when I got into MMA, like most people. And I've been saying that from the beginning. I don't change my tone. You've changed your tone. That's what I'm saying about you. Snaky, and I've heard it from a couple of people as well. Snaky. You know what? I've actually got an interesting picture. I've got an interesting picture of Paula. This is where Paula came from. Got an interesting picture of Paula, dressed up, a little bit feminine.
I was dressed up.
Hold on, come on, Paula, 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 Paula. All right, we'll see. I got stuff for you. Let's see. Put it out. I had respect for him. Like I said, when I genuinely did not follow MMA in the way most people did. Even now, people will talk to me about fights, and I haven't even caught up yet. So I did not look up to him because I was in the freestyle kickboxing world, and there was many people to look up to there. And that was my world. I didn't know anything outside of that. I was that typical fan that when anybody's tried to show me MMA, I was just like, oh, they're rolling around again. I didn't like that. I was that typical ignorant fan that, I laugh at now. So I didn't look up to him until I came into the sport. And I was like, oh, everyone talks about Paul Daley on the UK circuit. His name came up very early after I did what I did when I came in. But they're talking about him. He's had a longer career in the sport. So obviously he's done a lot more than me. But I don't look at that. This is the first time I've called anybody out. The first time. And I said I wouldn't do it because I genuinely don't care for people. I just feel disrespected. And that's it.
Yeah, hi. This is Derek Chisora reporting for Derek Chisora TV. When I see great athletes sitting up on the podium, I like that. This is a question for both fighters, actually. What do you guys respect about each other and what don't you like about each other?
It's a difficult question. There's nothing I dislike about Michael, okay? He's a great fighter. He's done great things for the time he's been in the sport. But from my point of view, I just feel like he is that internet, social media, paid viewers type, look at me type fighter. I've done it the hard way as such. I've come up. I fought in Essex in a smoky pub in front of some wannabe gangsters and smoking and spitting in the ring and shit like that. I came up that way. My first fight was for £50. Do you know what I mean? So for this guy to be calling me out the way that he has, and he has shown a disrespect, is for the way he's come up, it's a little bit irritating. But I don't dislike that. I see that he's taking a shot at the top of the mountain, like I had to do when I came up. So it is what it is.
No one's ever seen me do this before, so there's obviously a reason behind it. And like I said, I don't care for people. Anybody that talks to me about, oh, such and such has said this, or people are saying that, it doesn't bother me. Yes, we've taken two different paths to come to the same place. That's it. But what him saying, relating our past, if I was training with him back then, I would have gone the same route as him, but I came from a different place. I came from freestyle. You came from full contact kickboxing. So it's different. So him saying, oh, one thing, oh yeah, I respect this fighter, I don't have any malice. But then when he's by himself saying, that guy's not on my level, man. He's Adrian Broner to me. Blah, that don't make sense. I'm saying my thing is, if you were saying that before, it wouldn't bother me. And again, yeah, all these call-outs wouldn't have even happened because he would have been saying that from scratch. He would have been calling me Justin Bieber, calling me whatever you want to. Say it while I'm here. But then when I leave and we're supposed to, I'm telling people, yeah, me and Paul are cool. And then he's going around and saying things like that. Not direct.
I've said it, Mike,
when?
from day one. If you ask the production staff for Bellator, and
The
they ask me about you, I
production
say,
staff?
yeah, listen, because you do the pre-fight interviews, and they ask me about you and say, what do you think about MVP? And I said it. I'm Floyd Mayweather. He's Broner, and that's the way I see it. That is you're what comes after. I've already done everything.
That's because you're older than me, bro. You started
just
earlier
by a
than
few
me.
Years. And
You
that's
started
another
earlier
thing.
than me.
That's just a few years, Mike. You're 30 years old. I'm 33.
When did you start in the game? When did you start in the game? When
It's
did
not
you
such a
start
big
in the
gap.
game?
I'm Mayweather.
That's the
you're
gap.
Broner. That's not
That's the
insult.
gap.
Broner's a talented fighter, but he just ain't Mayweather. That's it.
Swear. But wait, Mayweather is undefeated. Are you undefeated? Yeah. Then shut up, then, man.
You don't get it, Mike. You don't get
serious?
it. It's not about the record.
Well, then you can't relate yourself to those kind of people. Don't relate yourself to those kind of people. If he was here, now I'd probably slap you in the mouth.
Let's go to the next question. Next question.
Broner, bro.
You're like
Actually, I've got
Broner,
one more
man.
question.
Paul, allow it, man.
This is
You know, I've been there where Mike is. You know, he needs the breakout fight. I'm the breakout fight, and I understand that. I'm saying there's a time for it, and when that time comes, you know, I'll.
You're definitely not a breakout fight.
Well, you
At
need
all.
a breakout fight because you've been fighting bums, Mike, and
Cool.
old men. Let's get real.
Cool.
I would be undefeated if I was fighting the guys you're fighting. This guy was running
Going
from
on.
Brendan Ward for about 2 years. When they offered me
What?
the fight, I says, I'll fight the guy, just not in his hometown.
Are
That's
you
the
actually-
fight that was
Wait,
given
hold
to
on,
you,
hold on,
man.
hold on,
You were
hold on.
scared of Brendan Ward.
Do
You
you
were scared
really
of
want to
Brendan
start
Ward.
talking
They're the
back
kind
off
of
his
guys
talk?
you need to fight. They're
Do you
the
really
kind
want
of
to
guys
talk?
you need to fight.
Is that what you want to
Not
talk?
me.
Back
You
off his
don't want
talk.
this fight. You
Back
don't
off
want
his
this
talk.
fight. Trust me.
Back off
Anyway,
his talk.
May 19th,
How many fights have you?
Rory McDonald.
Wait, hold on. When
May
you was
19th,
offered that
Rory
fight,
McDonald,
when you was offered that
I'll
fight,
be
did you accept
fighting.
it straight away?
I'm going to enjoy the fight. It's going to be a
When you was
great
offered that
fight.
fight,
After
did you
that,
accept
I'll
it?
be fighting for the title.
Nah, you didn't.
Mike will be fighting.
So stop talking
some guy.
shit, man.
I don't know. Maybe
Let's
that
go to
guy
the next
over there, I
question,
don't know.
please. Next question,
Talk
please.
shit.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Just finally before we move on, we've heard a lot of the rumours about the Whoopi Goldberg costume, and I thought it was Whoop-ass Goldberg that you were actually going as. But just quickly, just clear that up for us. Why were you dressed as a woman?
Mike, why did you put the question like that? Come on, Mike. But anyway, yeah, it was like a school fancy dress day. My mum didn't have money to really pay for your Spider-Man and your Batman. So she did have a wig, though, a dreadlock wig. And she did have a few dresses, so I thought, shit, I'm ugly enough to pass for Whoopi Goldberg, so that's the way I played it. So I went to school as Whoopi Goldberg, which was, there's only one picture out there, and if you look hard, you'll find it.
I genuinely don't care. Swear to you. I'm not bothered by the fights because that's not my fight. And the same way I've been when I first came in, I don't follow people like that. I'm just on my own mission. I'm trying to see how big MVP can get, and that's it. There's nothing to really replan. I was just hoping he would bite. He didn't bite. And take the fight. So he's got a fight. I got to wait now to see who I've got. Figure out game plan, just the normal. Figure out game plan, what this fighter likes to do, and then how I can put on the biggest show ever. There was only one person I wanted to fight. And like I said, this is repeating myself again. I don't call people out. This was more personal. It had nothing to do with my journey, where I want to go, what direction I want to take. Because like I said, I'm on my own mission. So I don't call people out. I leave it to Bellator, leave it to my coaches. They decide, I turn up, I do what I do. But this was personal.
There's a number of guys that I think are suitable for Mike. You know, I'll leave that to the matchmakers, but off the top of my head, I would say guys like Brendan Ward, Chidi, Nikoani, some guy like that, Koreshkov, someone like that. You know, the top tier Bellator welterweights would be a good fight for Mike.